to fashion your head wraps in ways more lavish and glamorous than they could have imagined, brown girl, you cannot escape the spotlight. Even when they turn that shit up just a little too hot, they said, shake your ass, watch yourself, shake your ass, show me what you're working with. You were turned accessory, dollar sign, and fellow puppet to your black men who, despite the bling, bravado, and booze, are just as manipulated as you, brown girl. I get it. I understand that you have been stripped of your rights to your body, your beauty, your culture, and your voice. You are being celebrated in the most destructive of ways. You go missing at alarming rates and are only spoken for in relation to your male counterparts. Everybody want to be you, but don't nobody want to be you, brown girl. I get it. I understand the anger and frustration brought on by the myriad microaggressions beating you compliant. How the question, why do you talk so white, could mean anything other than eloquent speech is property of the white man, or desperately trying to grasp, oh, you're pretty for a black girl, could ever be taken as a compliment, or wondering how a dark-skinned black man could pridefully state, I don't date dark-skinned women. As if joining this war on black makes him any less black. Brown girls, I, too, have rejected my Africa. Prayed on hands and knees for lightness, not in spirit, but in skin. Wondered why a God would create me big and brown in a world at the feet of the fair and fragile. With brown girls, this world, although birthed from our womb, is no longer ours. And like a mother whose child has gone astray, we must tend to it lovingly, but with a firm hand. Brown queens. It is crucial to remember that the root of hate is fear, and that we are worth this fight, and that I am fighting for your worth. A poem to anyone not named Sarah or Rachel or David or Michael or Stephen or Brittany, etc. A poem by white supremacy. Give me your name. Place it onto my tongue, heavy spice and tough edges. Watch as I chew. Grind its resiliency paper thin, beat it with my tongue like cleaver to meat, bat to body, until malleable, mine, until small and limp enough to slide down this narrow throat. Listen, as acidic assimilation deconstructs its making, extracting just enough exotic to keep this body sun-kissed and earthly, discarding all else as waste, until only brown remains. A poem to anyone guilty of stripping my name of its queendom. A poem to myself. March 16th, 1994, 2 months too soon, one Nasra Adem is born. Mother, Nasra Ibrahim, only moments out of a coma, is bombarded with orders to name this fragile life in her arms, to proclaim her destiny in that instant. Disoriented, her beloved co-worker's name spills from her lips. After a week of tireless attempts to recognize her daughter, after a week of tireless pleading from her husband, in red ink, she replaces Marissa with Nasra. Victory. She replaces Marissa with victory, with friend, with helper, with with beautiful song, with an ant-swollen tear ducts and pride, with Arabic and African roots. But in a few years, Victory will learn her destiny is too ambitious to be spoken aloud. She'll ask Hoyo why no one sings her name like her family does. Why they flatten it out, turn it prairie, say it as if nose pinched, stare at it on the page as if burden or hopeless cause. Hoyo will not have an answer. She has already surrendered her identity to their comfortability. She will say, make it easy for you. Hi, I'm Nasra. Hi, I'm what you've made me. Hi, I'm an accumulation of lessons on abandonment. Hi, I wish you try harder. Hi, I wish I try harder. A poem to anyone guilty of denouncing another's existence based on unfamiliarity. A poem to spell check. Do you not see this melody? This clawing at my roots, do you not see the sweat? The dirt under my nails, these keepsakes of earth you try to preen off me. Will you not let me keep something to myself? Am I simply excavation ground? Sierra Leone, are you only here for the diamonds? Is my name something else to be improved upon by pressure? Something to be polished, refined, like language, like cultures you do not belong to? Does existence on this earth only look and sound like you do? A poem to anyone guilty of allowing another's carelessness and ego to deflate their worth. A poem to myself. A poem to Nasra, Adem, Ali, Ibrahim, Ahmed, Umar, Ahmed Shah, Ali Qadr. A poem to my mother, Nasra Adem, Ibrahim. A poem to countless others whose first instinct is to shrink themselves at the sight of an introductory handshake. Say your name. The way your family does, repeat it to yourself, to the world, tirelessly stand in your story, believe your song will carry. Teach them your destiny and make it anything but easy.
Amen.